We are in the building. Your boy G-Lock, we got a special video breakdown. So we gonna set it off like this.
51 designs, save y'all, that's the plan. You don't believe me, get them
Get your hands up high. I just always wanted to do that. Woo!
51 designs, save y'all, that's the plan. You don't believe me, get them hands up. Save y'all with the
Video on the way. We need to do a video for this. I tell K Briggs and them all the time. B-Rad. Yo, B-Rad, pop out. We need to do a crazy video to this, yo. Shout out to being in the building. Hey. As I gradually fade out on that, what's up, party people? It's your boy G-Lock. 51 Designs, we are in the building. Yo, special announcement that we have to make. Oh, my God. Remember, listen, for all the people who follow me on Instagram, 51 Designs, at 51 Designs, 51 DESIG with a Z. We are in the building. If you follow me, you remember a couple of months I was in Germany, right? And shout out to all those who showed me mad love on the Instagram. The movie is out. The movie is out. Just like the Netflix joint. Yo, all of it, listen, when you do so much work, sometimes all of it drops at the same time, and it looked like bow, 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 like y'all was all over the place. But this was like years of work and preparation, and not really preparation. It's just like boom, boom, boom. They call, at least on my part. You know, people call me is already action. You like, oh, you get off the plane, it's live action. They ain't tell you nothing about it before, nothing, right? So, with you being a professional, you got to get out there and get busy. And that's just exactly what we do. We get busy, party people. We get busy. I gotta change that. I gotta work out that button because it ain't supposed to play that long. You know, it just totally turned me into an asshole. So let it breathe. Let me let it breathe for a minute before I go into this announcement, because this announcement is serious. Those who follow me remember that, you know, I spent a nice chunk of time in Germany, and I was able to soak up so much. And mind you, it's beautiful out there, you know what I mean? And it's just like everywhere got its good and its bad, but this one was crazy because it's in a different language. You know what I'm saying? But me being on my third passport, I try to tell people, like, the heartbeat and the smile and the eyes and the body movement is another language that you can read, and it's universal. So if a person is an asshole, no matter what language they talking about, I'm looking at them like, for real, my for real, my man. Like, listen, I'm from Brooklyn, like Brooklyn, like real Brooklyn, like downtown Brooklyn. A train, F train, D train, 1, 2, 3, everything. Right? So imagine you in the town center of New York. I'm right, you know where I'm from, Farragut, Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn. It's right off the Brooklyn Bridge. The Verrazano was right in front of my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like the BQE, all of that is right there, right? So you in the epicenter of everything. So mind you, I carry that with me everywhere. It's a different level of tough, right? Because you'll be hanging outside and you got the world happening right in front of you. Bing, 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 bing. And you and your friends, you got to grow up a little different. It ain't, you know, you ain't grow up on a farm. So you can read people and you with the shits. Everybody's with the shit. Guess what? Everybody's Hold up. Shout out to everybody being with the shits, right? This is what I learned growing up, right? Because I thought for some reason, oh, me and my friends was the coolest. Me and my friends was the toughest. I traveled the world and realized, phew, everybody's the coolest. Everybody's the toughest. And shout out to that, party people, right? So bringing it back to why I even brought that up is because in any language you can tell if somebody is being an asshole to you, you know? So I won't let none of those small moments and jade Germany, right? Because my best friend, shout out to my man Merrick. Shout out to my man Merrick, is from Germany, right? It's my dude, right? So the trip was amazing. And the movie that we shot out there, it's on the Olympic channel right now. Hold on, let me dial up the phone real quick so I get this right because I was outside watching it. It's called 72, A Gathering of Champions. So basically, we went out to Munich, Germany, and if you know about the 72 Olympics, you know the tragedy and all of that stuff that happened out there. I'm just super honored, you know, to be a part of it, you know, to actually go out there with John, the whole Hawk family, like, yo, it was just amazing, right? And I'm gonna get into depth with that, because I got all this like footage on my phone that I just captured. You know, if you follow me on Instagram at 51 Designs with a Z, you'll see like I'll post like what I'm doing, but not what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like you just see me, I'm like, yo, it's G, like, my party people, I'm out in Germany, da da da. I really can't disclose what I'm working on, you know, but I could promote it to death when it comes out. And right now, 72, The Gathering of Champions, it's on the Olympic.com. Hold on, let me go to the text. Look at John just text me. Olympics.com. We came a long way from Farragut, Brooklyn, B. I got to, and it's not just a movie, it's a series. It's like mad episodes. I don't even know how many episodes. You know, shout out to working with professionals, party people. Because when you're working with professionals, all you got to do is do your part and do it well. Because everybody else on the cast is legendary. And all you got to do is bring you. Because when they legendary, they know exactly what they want. They just want you to do you. It's nothing to be nervous about, right? Let me just tell y'all, party people, I get on these flights with no preparation. And this movie was special because I had to like fly to Phoenix and meet one of the athletes, the legendary Olympians, and I got to travel with her to Munich, you know, to Germany, and I documented all of it because it was all just like unreal, right? But yeah, so check that out. You know, shout out to the Olympic Channel, shout out to Hawk Films, John Hawk. Come on, man. Shout out to the boys, but we are in the building. So yo, check it out. Like this location, right? I was thinking of like a name, you know, because coming up, me and my friends growing up, we always had headquarters. We built businesses and we built headquarters to where it's just wrapped around that, right? So this right here is the 51 Designs group home studios, people. Welcome to the group home. You know, I just thought about that today. This is group home studios, you know what I mean? We gotta yo Francisco, jump on that and make sure, you know, ain't nobody snatch that up. But even if they snatch it up, you know, we mess with the spelling and all that, you know. We from that era of hip hop. Like, Walmart on that? Okay. We just gonna put a Z at the end. we gonna change the S's to Z's. You know what I mean? Because the Z's is for the haters, yo. Shout out to the haters too. Don't forget the haters, please. Shout out to the haters because y'all motivate me when I'm down and out. Because look at it, in this film game, you will get burnt out, right? I get burnt out. And it's like you're chasing this energy. You're chasing the energy that y'all see. Y'all see it in spurts, right? That's not all the time, right? You get burnt out a lot because the demand of your talents is sometimes crazy, and other times they honor it so much that it levels everything out, so it's easy, right? So companies and clients who you work with who appreciates what you bring to the table, they show it. They show it by accommodations and just making it easy, man. It's hard for all of us to get out the house and leave. Shout out to Road Podcaster Pro. That was not supposed to happen. Okay, stop laughing at me, people. That was not supposed to happen. That was very sensitive. Oh yeah, shout out to K Briggs for the good TV in the back. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, let me see if I can angle that. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Shout out to K Briggs. You know what I'm saying? We got that good 51 Designs intro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to hit it. Not even going to hit it right now. Boom. But I just love that logo. Shout out to Fatheads. Shout out to fatheads.com because y'all murdered the 51 Designs logo that's on the wall. Totally love it. Totally love it. Yo, I designed that logo when I was like 12 or 13. Probably like the first real thing that I did that got out there and people liked it and loved it. That was Young G-Lock. Shout out to Young G-Lock people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? and you know, y'all can leave a comment. Y'all can, whatever platform you seeing this on Instagram or YouTube, on Twitch, or on Amazon. Shout out to Amazon. Oh, hold on. We got to get a shout out to Amazon. Shout out to Amazon. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry. Don't mind me, right? Because it takes a lot to get this energy because it's like you chasing this feeling and you still got to work, you know? And I'm a workaholic. Anybody who knows G-Lock, he's a straight workaholic. And I might forget birthdays and events and holidays and all that good stuff. So everybody's outside barbecuing right now because it is Labor Day weekend, right? Usually I will be at the Parkway with the cameras and the camera crew just shooting people being beautiful because I swear to everything. You go on the Parkway on Labor Day, totally beautiful. And depending on where you at, you won't see none of that violence. You know what I mean? Every year you hear something going on, and you know, it's gangster. It's real. It's real in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's not nobody who come out to celebrate Eastern Parkway, right? It's not that. It's whatever's going on in the neighborhood, what's going on in Brooklyn. They know it's going to be 2 million people there. Your ops, your enemies, all of that is going to be there, right? But every time we went out there, we didn't hear nothing. We didn't see nothing. We had a beautiful time. Shout out to Sean Shotta. Sean Shotta, We Do What We Like music video. You could dial that up, check it out. Check out, we shot a music video there. And my man, Free Noel. We shot a music video back in the days at the Labor Day parade. And we just made it a thing. You know, we always went out there and just capture people because it's beautiful, right? And if you about like the Brooklyn Museum, you all good. You know what I'm saying? If you go by like Church Avenue, you asking for trouble. If you go to Juve, first of all, Juve the night before, it's lit, legendary, right? Legendary night. You know, and I'm talking all this shit, and y'all might see me out there, because last minute I might be like, yo, call up my boys, boom, boom, we out there. With the cameras rolling, with the lights and everything. Yo, K Bricks, holla at me, son. And we'll be in the building. And Yeah. Shout out to that good old see, because everybody's outside celebrating. And to be a filmmaker, you have to be locked in front of these computers. Right now, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 computers, right? And all of them I have to do something on. You have to be locked in the dungeon with no windows, so you don't know what time it is. It's like a Vegas casino. So everybody's out there having fun. I gotta have some type of fun. Some type of fun. I gotta do something, right? So shout out to Jack. Shout out to Honey Jack. Crazy story behind this. I started drinking Honey Jack because I was in Linden, New Jersey at a barbecue that Main Event invited me to, right? Shout out the Main Event, ladies and gentlemen. The legendary Main Event, right? And I love this guy. Like, yo, dude, every time I go to Linden, I get into a fight or an argument or something. It is crazy because I know these guys. I'm like, yo, you know me. Oh, y'all niggas is so gangster. Y'all fight each other. Okay, so I'm used to that. Okay. But the reason I started drinking Honey Jack is because some guy just started starting a fight, right? But I didn't know it was with me. It was with some other dudes. Some other dudes was gonna react, and I'm just sitting there like, "Oh, this shit is real." And then all of a sudden, when all the drama dispersed, it turned to me like I started it. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here." I look at May got the Air One face like, May just sit there and watch everything. He's the Main Event is the observer. Right? This nigga just sit there and watch. And I'm like, yo, man, this your hood, my man. Shout out to Linden, yo. Shout out to the rookies. They showed me a lot of love. But it was all over Jack. Like some other dudes. Look, I came over, Maine invited me over into the tent at the barbecue. You know, Maine offered me some Jack. I was like, oh, I never drank Honey Jack. Boom, boom. And all of a sudden, there's a whole fight over this shit. So, since then, I'm like, yo, dude, I'm not tripping. If I knew what a liquor store was at, gee, like I buy the big bottles. Everybody know me. We don't buy the shots. We buy the big joints, the big 300 and fucking whatever dollars. We buy that because it's like, yo, nobody could possibly drink all of this. So after everybody fall out, I still will have some to go home with. And I'm not even a drinker like that. I'm down with the Smokers Club. You know what I mean? I'm down with the Smokers Club, but ever since then, in my little habit stash, you know what I mean? I keep a bottle of Jack up in there. Honey Jack, that is. And we getting lit because everybody's outside celebrating, barbecuing. Ain't nobody texting me, yo, you want a plate? Yo, shout out to my boy Mel, Jem, you know what I mean? Jem Visions, you know what I mean? Shout out to him because he hit me up today and was like, yo, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's when you know they want you to come outside and turn out. Shout out to Dave, you know what I'm saying? They was in the park working out, and they go, oh, what you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm in the studio hooking it up, you know, because this is the only view y'all see, but it's mad more compartments to this studio, and everything else ain't ready. This is ready. This is ready right here. And so back to why we're here in the first place, before we get too long, before we go too far in this live, we about to break down the legendary Olivia's video, Walk Away. And I'm going to explain, because this is like the second one that I did for her. This is the second one I did for her. All the shoots was crazy. All the shoots was legendary. Everybody on the staff shooting Olivia. Olivia, y'all don't know, she could sing her ass, like a fucking hummingbird, man. She could sing her ass off. Live, no mic, no auto-tunes, no none of that shit. Right there on the fucking spot, just start singing to you and throw you off. You're like, oh shit. Shit sound like you hearing it in your ear, in your headphones, right? Off the hook. But this video was mad cold, legendary cold. This shit, when we shot this shit, it was probably like -2. No lie. In New York, the coldest fucking day in the world. But we put in so much preparation that, you know, we got to get it done. And here you go, party people. We are going to check out probably one of the dopest videos that I've done, and I know we should have been covered this. This should have been the first one. Or December. When I do December, because it was such a big record and was independent, certain countries can't see it. So I want the world to see Walk Away. You know what I mean? And y'all about to get this work, so let's check it out, y'all. Yo, check out this shot. Yo, this shot right here, dude, this is all family, yo. Family, yo. I got my boy Nerve Zeno. I got Trife Boss. Yo, y'all know Trife Boss. In the building. I hired my brother, my sister. Hey. Hey. Yo. This is crazy, right? Because check this out. I only had one lavalier. So, you know, I shot the wide shot, and then and shout out to my brother Eric, because he brought it to my attention. He was like, dude, how you shot that Olivia video with the one microphone? And I would just take it off of each person. Like Olivia's wearing the mic right now, so I got Olivia lines, and we go through the whole thing. And then I go and get the main actress's lines. We shoot the whole thing. Olivia's assistant comes in. We put the microphone on her and shoot the whole thing over. And in the edit, I cut this back and forth like this. And it came out incredible. And I'm shooting with the Canon 5D Mark II with the plastic fantastic with a veritable neutral density filter on it. So that neutral, it's called the plastic fantastic because this 50 millimeter is like $50. It's mad cheap, but look how great this looks, yo. We're gonna bring that funky track back. Shout out to Dollars Unlimited. You know what I mean? Rich and you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at baby girl looking right into the camera. I didn't see that. Okay.
Everything okay with you? Yeah, everything's alright. It's cool. You don't look like you okay. Yeah, her just got into it again. So
Great job on the acting.
I keep telling you about that. You gotta stop trying to worry about him. It's time to worry about you.
Guys, we gotta go there. Text me. We gotta be ready in an hour. Let's go.
We're working on it. It's gonna change. Sometimes you just gotta walk away.
Ah, son, listen. That was fire. Hold on. That I gotta bring that back, yo. That was a smooth little joint.
You gotta stop trying to worry about him. It's time to worry about you.
Guys, we gotta go there. Text me. We gotta be ready in an hour.
See, they had furs on and all kind of shit. I didn't have a fur on. I forgot what I had on. Did I have like a goddamn a varsity jacket and a couple of hoodies on? Oh. Get the 50 millimeter shot in there. You know what I mean? Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Woo! I know I'm blowing highs. I know I'm blowing highs, but this is a video breakdown. You could go and check the video if you want to see the video. It's Olivia Walk Away official music video. Crazy, right? To put this together, like how many people I had? Like 6 people. I even hired Jennifer Archibald. Shout out to Jennifer Archibald, party people. Shout out to the legendary Jennifer Archibald. She is a movement coach, right? So the girl that we casted for the video, I think this was her first music video, right? But a lot of it, when we shoot people, we don't try to make them be anybody else than who they are, right? So all you got to do is pull out the natural pause. All you have to do is get the natural elements up out of them. You know what I mean? And so to make sure that this video went right, because I couldn't get on set with Olivia, and VH1 is behind this. They got the Love and Hip Hop thing going on. They're promoting it. They're like cross promoting the video and the song with the episode. So it's like everything, you have the vision as the director, but it's so many other moving parts. So you have to take that in consideration and put that into the video. You got to build like a matrix in a sort of in a way, right? So the whole oh man, and the whole plot about this in this video and this song and title Walk Away, it was about domestic violence. You know what I mean? Which is a serious issue, right? And so I just wanted to make sure that I got the emotions out, right? So we hired Jennifer Archibald to do. She's a movement coach, so she can work with that. Do I got footage of that? I hope we have footage of that. That would be so dope. I don't know, but anyway, just to make sure that the lead actress is prepared fully, to go through all the emotions, all of the facial expressions, the body movements, and all of that shit. Yo, Jennifer Archibald is super duper dope with that, right? And woo, woo, and she did the choreography. Boom, in this video, right? You're gonna see a move. It's gonna come up later, but I'm gonna explain. I remember a big rock star artist took this move, and it probably wasn't the rock star. It's probably like the choreographer, whoever did it. They saw this video, right? This video got like 13 million views. They saw this video and they did it for them. I think it was like, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I think it was like Madonna or somebody. We going viral? Yo, at a certain point, you got to say, yo, just fuck it, man. At a certain point, you got to give it up. We create things and we watch the world gum it up. And for years, I've just been happy to like, oh yeah, I'm just honored that they saw my vision and they mimicked it. But it's like, yo, dude, they was biting, son. Shout out to the biters. You know what I'm saying? Because when enough honey jack, you'll speak the truth, and that's why we and that's why they love G-Lock. Because I'm gonna keep it 100. They bit our shit. It was either Madonna or Cassie or one of them, yo. But shout out to Jennifer Archibald because she created that. And I remember her telling me, like, some of the biggest artists in the world, I'm like, yo, don't it seem like they be cheating? Like, they always come back with something new, groundbreaking, some shit you ain't never saw before. And Jennifer was like, that's because they come to our shows. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, yo, they go to these choreographers' shows and they see something groundbreaking and then they just take it and put it in a mass production, you know what I mean, and sell it to the world, and the world be like, oh, they genius. But a lot of that shit get ripped from dance choreographers and the dance world, you know what I mean. And I'm not talking about starlets or nothing like that. I'm talking about like oh, when you dance, you mean like ballet and shit? Like that line that Drake's, one of them said, oh, you dance like ballet and shit? Yes, ballet and all of that high-end dancing, you know what I mean? Sorry, I didn't have the right word for that, but a lot of these people get bit, right? And I'm gonna keep it funky, man. When you see the shot, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. They lucky I didn't have it prepared. I would have showed both of the shots at the same time. But yo, this shot right here, we shot with a I still think I got the 50 millimeter on the Canon Mark V on the Canon 5D Mark II, and we got it on a slider rocking back and forth. You know what I mean? Because when you rock it side to side actually, because when you rock side to side, I didn't have a follow focus on the lens, right? So this is just minimum camera on a slider, on a tripod, 2 stands to level the slider out, and just the lens with a neutral density filter on there. And I'm just like, I don't have to rack the focus because we're going side to side, so you're still on the level of yeah, you can tell this jack is getting to me. But y'all gonna get a better show. Y'all gonna get a better show like this because I don't like doing this shit. I really don't want to give away the secrets, but it's entertaining, right? But I love training people. I love dropping gems on other filmmakers and other people who want to get into filmmaking because I'm living proof that it works. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to all the filmmakers, John Hawk, Stan Lathan, Steven. Oh, man. I could go on and on with the amount of people that I worked with, but they not only worked with, but they mentored me. And it made me better. Steve Sable, NFL Films. You know what I mean? Garrett Brown, the inventor of the Steadicam. You know what I mean? Like, I spent time with these guys, spent years with these guys, and harnessed my craft. And anyway, enough of me, party people, but shout out to me. Go me. Shout out to J30 and the Go Me brand. You know what I mean? Go me, go us. And back to the video, y'all. Hold on, let me bring that back a little bit. Shout out to my man, tall guy in the background, St. John's University. You know what I'm saying? My man Curtis. He's the security guard in the back. The dude's like 10 feet tall. Shout out to my man Hercules. You know what I mean? I know you ladies are talking about, like, you know, I know your ladies is watching, like, yo, who's money? That's my man Herc. You know what I'm saying? Came through for us. It's massive cold right here. Massive cold. Yo, if any of y'all Herc, the models, anybody of y'all watching this, please comment how cold it was. Woo! Hold up. Shout out to Olivia. Do y'all hear her? Swear to God. Ask Rich Dollars. Ask Love and Hip Hop. This ain't no you hear her voice? Dude. Hear her live, man. Go and catch Olivia live. That's how she sounds. No little box, none of that shit. No auto tunes, no none of that. That's Olivia, right? So when I'm hearing this video, she like, yo, we got to do another one. Boom, I'm hearing this shit. And I'm like, yo, it's so much emotion that I don't know how to describe it other than visually, other than dance, right? Dance is the only thing that I can equate to what I'm feeling, right? Dance give you that fucking emotion without even, without words, right? So you don't need words. So in this video, I was like, yo, we're going to have the two dancers play out the relationship of what's going on in the story. You know what I mean? And Olivia is basically just like your announcer, your host, your storyteller. She's just telling a story. You know, she's telling a story about the relationship with this young woman and her man, you know? And yeah. Check it out. It's coming together. Woo! Shout out to Jennifer Archibald. She was there. She was right in this shot right here. Right? You know, like Jennifer's so dope at what she does. Like if you ever see like Fame and all of that, like these real dope choreographers, they really be flipping. Right? So I'm shooting the girl on the floor. I'm laying on the floor. She's on the floor. Jennifer's sitting right behind her, just barking like, yo, cry, big crawl, you know what I mean? And it got so crazy. I was like, at one point, I was like, yo, chill for a minute. But when you get the footage back, look at this. It's just amazing, yo.
Killing me to keep going on this way. Oh yeah, I know I love you, but I don't know if I'm in love with you. It breaks my heart to say we can't get this straight.
Woo! You see, those are real tears. That's no makeup, no none of that. That's
It breaks my heart to say we can't get this straight.
yo, I can't front. If I get that skill to get that out of people, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna be a bad boy, man. Jennifer Archibald, she got that out of her. Look, those are real tears, and it comes off on the camera.
Don't know if I'm in love with you. It breaks my heart to say we can't get this straight. We got too much work to do. So I don't know why I hold on to you.
Yo, do you see the dances is like hitting the ad libs and all that shit? This the worst thing about drinking is that's like, yo, I got to go to the memory. Hold on. But yeah, this shot right here with the fur coat. Don't know who fur it is. I think it was Olivia's. She just pulled up on set looking like that. Don't know who designed it, but it's amazing, right? And this shot was on the slider again. I think it was a 14 millimeter Rokinon lens. Shout out to Rokinon. We didn't have the budget. This is all independent work right here. You know what I mean? So we didn't have a budget for no crazy lens, but the Rokinon came together. And you know what?
Breaks my heart to say we can't get this straight. We got too much work to do. So I don't know why I hold on to you. It's gotta be some kind of way that we can fuck it out. Or I just gotta get over you, baby. Yeah. I'm not trying.
What makes you feel like you have to stay?
I don't know why I stay. I just love him.
But he tried to talk to me, and you saw that.
That's my brother and everything, and I love him. He's never gonna change.
See, the moral of the story is that everybody had a love they ran back to. And I know that you've been wishing that they came around sooner so that you can just go and do you. And I know that you've been looking for a girl like me. I've been looking for a guy like you. But it seems that love is just not enough. I'm trying to leave you. I'm not trying to leave you, believe me. 'Cause what I'm going through, it ain't easy, no. This ain't easy, should I go? But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away. I'm not trying to leave you, believe me. 'Cause what I'm going through, it ain't easy, no. Should I stay, should I go? But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away. I'm not trying to leave you, believe me. 'Cause what I'm going through, it ain't easy, no. Should I stay or should I go? But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away. I'm not trying to leave you, believe me. 'Cause what I'm going through, it ain't easy, no. Should I stay or should I go? But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away.
Oh, please don't flag the account. I just had to let that rock for a minute, right? But I'm about to bring that back because I missed a lot. I missed a lot. You know what I mean? Had to make a bathroom run. But this is, yo, you know what's crazy? Let me make this one thing clear, right? Artists, man, when you try to like jip your visual, you do a very high injustice on your career. You do a high injustice on the product, right? Olivia paid for this shit out of her pocket, right? And she spared no expense. And this shit came out like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Worth every view, every show, everything that happened after this. It was worth it, right? And it set off everything. Like, look at this shot right here. That's a screenshot. Hold on, I'm on the PC, so I don't know how to make a screenshot, but damn, that's a screenshot right there. And I'm not gonna get it off of YouTube because I could just think I gotta load up the drive and get the. But anyway, sidebar. In the next room we have like a gallery, and the gallery it has images of all the things that we shot. That's up there. That's got to get up there. Got to make a mental note. But anyway, yeah, you can't cheat the production, man, because when you cheat the production, you taken away from different elements that can make your video insane, right? And you take away from the time that could be spent nourishing the video. You take away from the different elements and the different people that you can hire that brings that little flair to your project. And you need those people. You need those other minds. You need those other professionals on set to make it even crazier, right? Now, listen, I could go out there and be one man, band man, but my best videos, the videos that went super viral was when I was able to hire my crew. You know what I mean? And I say my crew, but they all independent contractors, so it's not like they work just for 51 Designs. They work for everybody around the world. And, you know, so when I hit you with a high price, don't be offended. Don't try to talk it down. Just let it go. Because as a director, I know what I need to pull off a image. So when you cheat that, you cheat yourself. You know what I'm saying? Basically. Like, you cheat yourself. And I'm looking at this video. This video is probably like 12, 13 years old. You know what I mean? Or probably not that long, but hold on, we can see. Let's see how long this video. Yeah, man, that was 10 years ago. Look at that. That was 10 years. Yo, shout out to 10 years, yo. 10 years ago, party people. God damn. That's why I'm in the building. And that's why because I'm old now. You know what I mean? That was 10 years ago. But we still in the building. But back to, put the money on the screen, man.
Love him. He's not.
Because if you wanted to last the test of time, dope is dope, right? Shout out to the directors who shoot videos like these, these drill videos. And this is not a drill song, right? This is the R&B song, so you got to come with that approach of a cinematic feel to the story, you know. And I'm about to bring the Canon back out, man, because now some of these cameras be so clear that it looks digital, right? And sometimes the film look is great, and that's what the old Canon, like you can see right here, it pulled the film look off pretty well.
Never gonna change.
See, the moral of the story is that everybody had a love they ran back to.
Hey.
And I know that you've been wishing that they came around sooner so that you can just go and do you. And I know that you've been looking for a girl like me. I've been looking for a guy like you. But it seems that love is just not enough.
We get right in time for that smack. Blow! You see that shit? Get up off me, son. See, we use the dancers to describe the things that we couldn't get the actors to do. You know what I mean? Or the emotion, to further that feel of, he's running down on her. She's trying to get away. Bow. Let the dancers be the emotion and the spirit animals. And like, yo, get up off me. I'm out of here. But shout out to Rich Dollar's parents. That scene in the house was shot at his parents' crib, yo. See, that's another thing. Anything to make it happen. We needed a nice house. Rich was like, we could do it at my parents' crib. You know what I'm saying? Unheard of in today's hip hop. That's how you know that this was family, right? You're not letting anybody set up a production at your mama's crib. You know what I'm saying? But it was dope, yo. And it came out perfect. Bring that back. Oh, shout out to the Free Brook School in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. This is where it looks like a church. This was actually at the top of their stairs. You know what I mean? And they rented it out for us for a couple of hours. And Olivia brought the black gown out. You know what I mean? Straight killing them. And we shot a whole performance of her on the top of the steps and had, like, you know, my friends and family all on the balcony, all on the stairs, on the side, on both sides of Olivia. And to give it like a little spark, we had a bag of glow sticks from Party City, and everybody who been at that video, every time they see me, they either say like, "Yo, glow sticks," you know? And that was from that shit, because they was all like, "This is random. Like, why you had glow sticks?" But you will see in the video, it just gave. Yo, videos don't have to make sense all the time, right? You get your you get your little story narrative, right? And then all it is like 200 beautiful shots in between. So some of it can have like that video feel, like, you know, like, why is Olivia in front of a gothic window, right? Like, it looks like a church window, right? Because it's fucking hot. That's why she's standing around. Because that shot is hot, right? It doesn't have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? All it got to do is really look hot. You listening to the lyrics, you see you see in the fades and the rhythm of the video. Oh yeah, to make a hot video, the song has to be hot. That's the secret, ladies and gentlemen. If you want a hot video, the song got to be hot off the top. So that's why we don't we make enemies every day when we shut down some videos. But if the song is not hot, like, yo, come on, son, don't ruin our brand, man. Don't ruin our shit. You know what I'm saying? Just go back to the studio, do it again. You know what I mean? But a hot video takes a hot song first of all, because you're gonna write that shit better and everything. Woo! See the glow sticks? Yo. K Briggs. Yo. We ain't gonna pass that like that. We ain't gonna pass that. Yo. Yo. Look at K Briggs. Yo, K Briggs. Yo, we not gonna let that slide. Ladies and gentlemen, K Briggs, ladies and gentlemen. The K is for karate. That's my dude. That's Young Briggs in the building. I wasn't gonna let that slide. My bad. Back to live action. Woo! Yo, did you see that? The dancer running across the wall? I know you remember a video where it was like football players and they grabbed the artist and they walked her across the wall. That was right after we did this. And it caught his first million. All of a sudden, you know, we ain't gonna say no names, man. We already said it already, but they bit that from us.
But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away. I'm not trying to leave.
Yo, you see the smoke coming from their face? Yo, it was massive,
Should I stay or should I
massive cold.
But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away. I'm not trying to leave you.
Yo,
Leave me.
massive cold. Shout out to everybody who was a part of this production. This shit, we are forever family for this because, you know, this thing gave birth to all kind of careers and it's still rocking. Everything that formed after this is still alive, still feeding people, still growing. And it's just an honor to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like knowing that what you put in, your vision, it's like you sacked the ball. You sacked the ball. They faked it to the man. The dude juked out the defense and all that. Ran, zoom, 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 zag, film down the court. And all of a sudden, it's a touchdown. You know what I mean? And you will never forget those guys in the huddle with you. You'll never forget the people you with against doing it because it's forever stamped in time. Sometimes I like the bullshit I be talking about, but that was a good analogy right there. You know what I mean? That's how I can explain the feeling. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give you that feeling. That's the feeling that we chase. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, back to live action.
Cause what I'm going through, it ain't easy, no. Should I stay or should I go? But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away.
Ooh! Did she do the jig with the voice? She used her voice like an instrument right there. Hold on, we got to bring that back, son. Got to bring that back. Shout out to Liv, yo. Shout out to Liv. Damn, if I ain't feel like I was disturbing you, I would call you live right now, yo. It's my sister right there, yo. Love that lady. Come on, you can come on. Hear the breakdown.
What I'm going through, it ain't easy, no. Should I stay or should I go? But no matter how hard I try, I can't walk away.
You know we had to have the message at the end. Yo, my bad. It ain't the COVID. That ain't the COVID. There you go, man. Like, yo, listen, if it's anything I didn't answer about the video, oh no. We're not promoting these other guys. We're not promoting nobody else. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let's get that back to the boop, 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 boop. Ah.
51 to 6.
It's your boy, G-Lock, man. We in the building. I turned the air off. I should have left it on because now I'm all sweaty and I'm hot. And that was an hour-long show. Jesus Christ. So, shout out to y'all, party people. I know the viewership is light right now, right? But this is the shit that lasts forever. They might not see it live. Doesn't mean they ain't gonna watch it tomorrow. And that's what we try to do, party people. We try to last forever. Immortalize this shit while we here, man, because life is short, man. And there's people running around the world taking this whole shit for granted, not us. We gonna be great every day. You know what I mean? We're gonna get better. We're gonna learn. We're gonna grow. And we're gonna make a friend, party people. Get out there and make you a friend, party people. And don't be like that. 51 Designs and we out.
51 designs, save y'all, that's the plan. You don't believe me, get them hands up.
Hold up, we're gonna bring that right back. We're gonna bring that right back. You see that screen right there? You see, this is what I mean when I'm saying we getting it together, right? Because we see something like that and we're like, oh, yo, look at karate Karate Briggs, ladies and gentlemen. This nigga calling me right now on the phone. Yo, K Briggs. Yo, son. Yo, hold on. I gotta get you. Hold on. Give me 1 second, right? Yo, dude. I just did a video breakdown. Oh,
You said,
you live.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear
I
me?
can hear you.
You can
I
hear
hear
me?
you now, yeah.
You can hear me now? Well,
I hear you now.
we did a video breakdown on Olivia's Walk Away.
Oh, that was classic.
Super classic. Super classic. Could you tell the people how cold it was?
Oh, wait, which one? December or?
Yo, both of them. I don't remember the weather in December, so I'm thinking that the weather was a little better.
Oh, okay. So when we did, so when I was there, so you called me, you was like, yo, come through and be a part of the scene. So I'm like, yo, no problem. You know, for you, I'm like, so we get over there, and it is. I can curse on here, right?
Yeah, you can curse. No, don't curse, man. Hold on. Try not to. Yo, I've been cursing, but I try not to. You know what I'm saying?
It was freezing cold. It was freezing cold.
But we got it done.
No, you know we got it done. And I see G over here holding the camera, but with the steady hand, but he is like shivering. But the camera is still. The camera is still. And I'm over there looking at it like, I don't know how he doing it, but the way my fingers is set up in my toes, this is not live.
No, I was telling them how I didn't even tell them how we keep the cars running with the heat blasting, so people can escape.
Yeah.
So you can have you can have an escape every now and then. Yeah, as you can hear, K Briggs is out in the world because we hear all kind of big.
Oh, you hear all the wind, right? I'm sorry, guys.
I hope you ain't riding on that scooter, nigga.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I gotta get the scooty on.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, K Briggs. The K is now for Crash. My man, Crash Briggs. Cause this dude's right.
You know, you tell them that I fell off the scooter twice, and I was like, oh my god.
No, dude, I didn't even tell him. I was just about to get into that. K Briggs called me one time. I called him and I was like, yo, dude, where you been? He's like, dude, I just got out of the hospital, son. I was like, for what? For fucking what, yo? This dude is riding from Brooklyn to Manhattan on one of them fast ass scooters with a fucking shake with a Jamba Juice or some shit in his fucking hand.
Wait, listen, yo, so to kind of give people the context, right? So I'm just leaving the city, right? So normally, like, you know, I'll go work out and I'll grab a shake. So I went to go grab a shake, right? And I put the shake in the bag. So, you know, you got the handle with the loop. So I put the loop on the scooter. As soon as I do that, I hit a pothole and everything went wrong. I flew in the air. My shoe was in the air at 120 frames per second. I'm looking at everything in slow-mo. Everything was in slow-mo.
Yo.
And then all I can remember was when I fell, some lady looked at me and was like, oh no, you okay? Is the scooter okay? I'm like, don't worry about the scooter.
No, fuck the scooter, lady. Like, fuck the scooter. Get me up off the streets.
Get me off the floor. And then all I see is the kids, like, they pull out their phone.
Oh no.
Like,
oh no. They try to get a moment. Yo, the kids try to get a moment, yo.
Wait, but what's that clip on IG when the guy was like, when I came down.
Oh, when I came down. Damn, son. Come on, man. Don't be fucking around. We need you out here. There's a lot of shit going on. Yo, dude, we on the Olympic channel right now. You remember when I was in Germany?
Yeah.
Yo, it's on Olympic.com, on Olympics.com. Now, mind you, this is worldwide, right? This is the universe. It's called 72, A Gathering of Champions.
Okay. Right.
Dude, you gotta watch it. It's like, this is everything. What's crazy is that I text John and I was like, damn, that shot came out smoother than I thought. Because when I was shooting it, you know, I had like the easy rig and all that shit.
Right.
The shit was so shaky, I was like, it's like everything else. But when you walk in an Olympic track, mind you, those Olympians walking this track. I'm walking like 30 miles a day with this goddamn Steadicam, nonstop. The hardest work I ever did. Dude, I came back from Germany ripped, son. Ripped.
I'm sure.
Yo, that was the hardest work in the world. It was so hard that I was like, fuck everything. Fuck it. If this shit is shaky, fuck it. If this is the last time I shoot, fuck it. You know?
Wait, so let me. I have a question for you.
Yes.
What was one of the hardest shoots you've ever had?
Germany. I'm telling you the shit.
Germany?
Nigga, this is the Olympic Park, son. Nothing is across the street. This is an Olympic Park, dude. It's like 40 miles of fucking activity. Legendary shit. You can't drive to the location, so you're walking. We're walking with the athletes all over this shit. Cause like where they lived at and where they played at, where they had to rehearse, where they had to practice at, the competition, where the stories was at, where the massacre happened at, all of this is miles away. And we're shooting and we're filming and stopping and get this cutaway, get that cutaway, get this reaction. We shooting everything, and this was like every day for 30 days. We probably had like 1 or 2 days off, but the whole rig, and I'm shooting the big, the Sony the FX7, but with the big batteries on it, and it was a makeshift. I could have made shitty rigs. I could have made shitty rigs because I had the monopod under the camera, so it was like a tripod slash easy tripod slash glide cam. I mean, the easy rig slide got glide cam, you know, because I was able to hold the shit from the monopod to balance it out. But it just felt like it was, you know, while you walking, your shoulders is bouncing because the easy rig is over your shoulder. It just felt shaky. The monitor busting me in the face every now and then because these athletes, even though they was like, you know, in their 70s and their 60s, they were still Olympians, man. They still was walking mad super faster than me. And everybody's coming fresh because, you know, they legendary. So they come in, they get the Jay-Z treatment, all that. You know, they just show up when it's time to shoot. But me, I got like, you know, 16 days already done. So I'm tired. You know, day 1 is super hard. So imagine day 16 and then the day 19. But that's why I posted on my Instagram.
I can only imagine like the stuff that your body had to go through.
Dude, it was no partying for me. It was no every day they was going out checking out a new restaurants, and they always calling me like, if you like, come downstairs, we're going to this restaurant, that restaurant, we're gonna try out this, we're gonna take a train to the other side of Munich and go to this restaurant. I'm like, yo, I gotta slide. I can't go. I'm gonna stay in the room. Cause they gave me the room with the jacuzzi and all that, cause they knew I had in the hotel was the Sofitel, so they had the spa downstairs. Everything was included, like massages and all of that. Yo, dude, I had to every night. I had to rebuild my body before I went to sleep. Like, dude, I had to go down to the spa. I had to get treatment, drink a protein shake, take a bubble bath, eat, then go to sleep for the most hours I can. So it was crazy. I felt like an athlete. I was like, yo, dude, this is like, I get it now. You know what I mean? You just can't go out there and just be this filmmaker. You really got to treat it like, you know. And I told myself when I get back, yo, I'm working out nonstop. You know, man, I came back, food started tasting good. Drink start tasting good.
But I think a lot. I think to your point, I think a lot of people don't get how strenuous that type of job is. You know what
Dude,
I'm saying? Like, I
it's
think people have this concept like, oh, you just pick up the camera and that's just it.
yo,
That's not
that's not it at all. It's super physical, right? It's super physical. For your body to stay still is not normal. So when you're shooting an hour-long interview, I don't even care if it's a man on the street shit. Even 20 minutes, it's like yoga class. The heavier the camera, or even the light cameras, after a while, you can have a 5-pound weight in your hand. After a while, it turns crazy.
right.
It turns crazy. And that's why I learned that technique when I lock my elbows into my side, because when you do that, it's like a defense pose, right? So your arms ain't going nowhere because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your arms ain't going nowhere because it's like a natural way for you to just, you know, that's how the arms be, you know? But it's super physical, man. And then traveling by yourself in a country where nobody speaks the same language, you know what I mean? Like,
So talk about that. Like how was that part for you? Especially being like, kind of feel like a fish out of water. Like, you know, being somewhere that you're not really familiar with, and how did you navigate around that?
yo, shout out to Google Translate. Shout out to Google Translate. And I was telling them earlier, like the rhythm of the language of the body language and the heartbeat and the smile and eyes is universal. So if a person is an asshole in Greece, it comes across. Like you feel your antennas is up, you feel it. You know what I mean? So you don't necessarily have to speak the language to know if somebody's like playing with you. You know what I mean? Or being an asshole, or being kind to you, or being happy with you. Like you don't really need to know the language, but it's just harder for you to correspond with them. But that's why Google Translate was great, because I kept that shit rolling in my pocket, right? And have a whole conversation. And when they think they making a fool out of me, I pull it out my pocket and I read that shit. And I'm like, yo, my man. I was like, my man.
Gee, what was your first? I have so many questions.
I know. That's why we need you up here, man.
What was the first place you traveled to, like out of New York, that required you to film? Like, what was that? Where was that, and how was that?
Like the first country or the first state?
Okay, the first country.
Oh shit! That's when I went to Alaska for the Alaskan shootout with St. John's, when we did St. John's the season. Yo, I was on a plane and my ears popped for the first time. You know when your ears clog up from being on the pressure of the plane,
Yeah.
and if you don't know how to pop it, it start hurting and giving you a headache and start hurting your nose. It's like in between your eyes and your nose and your ears. It just feels like, you know, your brain is about to explode. I looked at John. I peeked over. John was sitting. It's one of them big ass planes where it's like the 3 rows. So I peeked over at John with the panic face, like, you know. And shout out to John Hawk. John Hawk is a father figure of mine. Like, he know his kids. You know what I'm saying? I just had the face like,
driving around the floor. You gotta get driving around the floor.
Yo, yeah. Oh, hold up. Oh, that's the wrong button. Shout out to John Hawk. Yo, he already got like a gang of these joints. But shout out to John Hawk. I looked at him with the panic face, yo, and he just gave the signal like, yo, close your like squeeze your nose and like,
Pop.
yeah, he just gave me that shit from deep. Yo, I did that shit. I look back at him like, yo, man, John is the goat, son. I didn't even have to say nothing, yo. I was panicking, like, oh, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, yo, my face, my head feels. It was some alien shit for me. And that was, and yo, dude, in that trip, I seen the Northern Lights for the first time. Dude, I'm tripping, dude. I'm fucking tripping. I'm tripping. And that was so long ago that was at least 20 years ago. Right? Or probably more than that. If And One was 25 years ago, that was at least 26 years ago. 26, 28 years ago when we did that was my very first project. Yeah, so it was 28 years ago. And we smoking chocolate tie. I brought some chocolate tie with me on the trip. Shout out to Alaska for not doing me like they did like Russia, man. Like fucking Russia, man. Come on, man. Let that girl go, man. Let that girl go. She was just gonna go out there and make some fucking friends. She was gonna make a friend with that goddamn pin. Weed is a peace pipe, man. The Indians had peace pipes, right? You can stop a whole fucking war with some bud, man. You can start a war with some crack, party people. Shout out to those who didn't pick up crack. Shout out to those who said no. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm smoking chocolate tie, watching the Northern Lights, and that shit was the craziest shit in the world. And we seen a 3-story tall moose. Thank you for the internet, because motherfuckers didn't believe me before, but now you can type in 3-story tall moose. We was on a player's bus. They was headed to the game or headed to practice, and we looked over to the right, and it was a moose eating like the side of a house. It looked like it was eating the side of the house, but it was just basically eating the fucking dead leaves that fell into the gutter. But it was 3 stories tall, and when I went back to Brooklyn and told niggas like, yo, the fucking moose, like the bus driver was like, yo, and over here you see a moose. We was like, yo, keep fucking driving. Yo, you fuck that moose, keep driving, fam. Like, what the fuck? Yo, this shit looked like one of the movies like Narnia or some shit. When you see the big ass fucking moose with the antlers, that's like, oh man, like if he wanted to turn it up on us, he would have straight turned it up on us. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all got a treat because K Briggs actually called in. We got him live on the line. You know, you hear the wind in the New York City. You hear that? That's New York City right there, live, people. See, I'm in Jersey, right? It's a little quiet over here. You probably hear some Spanish music blasting because they do the car radios like right up the block. You know what I'm saying? So they got the loudest systems in the world. But K Briggs is right in the heart of the city, people. Riding through on a scooter. You know what I'm saying? Doing his good part with the world. You know what I mean? Eco-friendly. Electric scooter. You know what I mean? Electric scooter. Probably riding that shit with one hand, styling on them with the fresh. I like it, dude. You gotta be around, man. We got some shit. We got some shit on the calendar, son. No, you don't even know, man. You be calling in late in the day, Carl. The money calls in the morning, man. Like they've been up with me since what we've been on here for 1:14. So like, yo, they've been up. Yeah, I was on this shit earlier, 5 in the morning.
know. They really don't know some of the projects that you got talk that's about to come up.
Listen,
Crazy.
I'm still trying to let them know what we did in the past. Like, like you and I know the future, right? That's why I need you to call. That's why I be blowing your phone up. And I was like, that's the fucking bad thing about being a friend with your business partner, because he don't know if I'm calling the fucking fart on the phone or if it's fucking I got the queen bee on the line. You embarrassing sometimes, K Briggs.
You gotta tell the people. I was like,
You
he had called me. He had called me, and I was just like, I couldn't even pick up. I'm like, because I'm doing the rhythm of the world. I'm trying, I'm
yes.
doing do my one two whatever, and I would see you call, and I would try to run to it. But
Dude,
it was
I
one call
mean,
you got. You're not going to tell the people.
dude.
One good call, and I missed it.
Yo, no, mad calls. Mad calls, B. I'm talking about I had you a 3-way with like Junior Mafia, Little Kim. I try to call you, you don't answer. Then I call you with on the line, and he like, dude, his brain is so incredible. You see why everybody was successful around him and why they had to get him out the game. They had to get him out the game. This dude was running it up. And when they see Fulton Street, the movie, the TV series, they know what I'm talking about. Because I don't think they know. This was Biggie's business partner, right? Family to us. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lance Rivera. You know what I mean? But it was so crazy. Crystal called and I patched her in on the conversation. And then something else ill happened off of that. And I was just like, oh, man, this is how it works. You know what I mean? You get on the phone with dope people. You do dope shit. You live a dope life. And how Dave said it was like, yo, my life is dope because I do dope shit. That's a fucking fact. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dave on that shit.
Yo, shout out to Dave Chappelle, man. Shout out to Magic Lemonade, Ricky Hughes, Stan Lathan, the whole team. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to those dudes. I learned so much. And like this independent drive that we're on. And what's crazy is like 51 Designs, we've been independent the whole entire time, my whole career. Except when I worked for NFL Films. Shout out to NFL Films for that contract, because y'all made me a beast. Young G-Lock probably wasn't ready at the time, but y'all made me a beast. You know what I'm saying? That was.
But you know what? I gotta say, people got to give you flowers when it's needed. I think. And I have to say this on record, being that we recorded. We recorded, right? I
Yeah.
I want to make sure this is clear. I think we have to give credit to a genius. I want to say you're a genius simply because I've seen it in live and in real time. You have a way of not just capturing a moment, but knowing when the action moment is. Like you always had that acute eye when it comes to that type of stuff. When it comes to that type of shit. And I watched it in real time where it's like you know how to solve problems very quickly and know how to improvise. And then with the improvisation, it's much better than what we written it out to be. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's part of your magic. And I feel like people are soon gonna know. I'm sure most people know, but like a certain level of it. Like,
I don't think they know.
To a next level, and I gotta tip my hat to you. So like, let's give G-Lock a round of applause. I wish I had the button press it.
Yo, my nigga K Briggs, crazy. You dropped the gem because you said like knowing the moment, not only knowing how to. Did you dropped some gems right there, yo? I appreciate you, my dude. Like honestly, yo.
Yeah.
Like those words mean.
One more thing. You taught me how to like. I forgot what it was, and it was for a music video that we can close that coming out soon, but you said, yo, you got behind the camera. I was holding the camera. You said, yo, oh, get the sexy. And I didn't understand what you were saying. You
I
said,
said
yo,
what?
follow the rhythm. You said, get the sexy part. Like, get the sexiness of it. It's a feeling, it's a vibe. Get that part. And
Yes.
I couldn't understand it. So when you showed it to me, and you said, yo, follow the rhythm, I was following the rhythm because in certain music videos, when you want to draw out a sexy vibe, you got to follow the rhythm. It's all about the rhythm of the camera, all about it. And when you taught me that, I still apply that to this day. I never forgot that.
And that's crazy because it's
Never
like,
forgot it.
like I was just telling them that when we were showing, I was showing them the Olivia video. That I was like, sometimes like certain shit don't have to make sense, but it has to look good, and sexy always looks good, right?
Yeah, always.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know, because we was like, yo, I was trying to explain to them why we had Olivia in the black dress in front of the gothic window, like the stained glass. Cause it looked dope. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. It just raised the production level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There was remember that scene where we did
and the glow sticks and
December?
shit. Yo, I was just showing them young K Briggs right before you called. Yo, you was in the back jamming, dubbing on somebody.
But other people, there was. I remember we were setting up, right? And then you was by the wall, and I'm like, I don't understand what he's doing. So I'm like watching. I'm quiet. I'm observing. I'm watching. I was being a student, and you try to set up the lights for the wall. I'm like, what is he doing? But then you put Olivia against the wall, and you had a light, you had a spotlight cast it against the wall, and then you put the barn lights, and you put them dim.
That
what is he doing?
That was December, yo.
December, I remember it.
Yeah, but that's not. We talk about Walk Away.
No, but I'm not. And particularly, I'm talking about your jeans when you did that.
Oh yeah, we got to keep that. We got to keep that to December because I was gonna do December, but it's blocked in certain countries just because when we did it, it was independent and it was you know, that I think that's what they was fighting about on Love and Hip Hop. What Rich and Olivia was fighting about. So it was like lawyers get in between people, right? So I was like, I don't want them to flag their account on that. But Walk Away, like it's not like they could flag me on that because I got the proof that, you know, this was our production. You know what I'm saying? Like all together. So I can talk about this. But December was such a big record that, you know, all these companies and lawyers, they just, everybody was, you know, and that was right off the couch, right off the space bar, like no label behind it. Like dudes really did that from the ground. We did that, you know, right after 50 Cent stopped, you know, he stopped messing with Olivia. And they was talking crazy and all of that, and nobody wanted to work with her. And we was like, shit, we don't give a fuck. Like, let's get busy, man. Like, what the fuck? We like, come on.
Right.
You gonna get this work no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this work. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, shout out to that work. You know what I mean? And look what it gave birth to TV series that's still going on. You know what I mean? Like, let's get out here and work, man. Make a friend today, people. Stop being like that. You know what I mean? Make you a friend. I made me a friend that lasted a lifetime. And you know what I mean? And here we go. We in the building, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, Karate K Briggs. You know what I'm saying? The K is for karate. Calling it live. And now I've been on here for an hour and a half, so I got to get back to work. I got to get my life together. I got to eat some lunch or something. That sounds like a good plan. I don't know how academics and these dudes do it. I think I'm gonna have to get another chef. Cause shout out to all of the chefs who work. Shout out to culinary chemists. You know what I mean? At culinary chemists. You know what I mean? Used to make me the incredible meals. When you saw G-Lock was getting fucking big, thought I was hitting the gym. No, I hired a chef and I was eating right. You know what I'm saying? While my skin was glowing, because I was eating right. But now I'm back. Now I'm back to the frozen pizzas and the oodles and noodles and sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? And the new name of the studio is the Group Home Studios, K Briggs. Shout out to 51 Designs, Group Home Studios. You are now rocking with the Group Home Kid, your favorite Group Home Kid, your boy G-Lock, the Group Home Kid, K Briggs in the building. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. So I'm gonna get off this live. K Briggs, you know I'll speak to you later. We got a lot of shit to build on. It's a lot of shit going on. And my apologies on the air for my mood earlier when you called me about condolences of the late rapper.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
Sometimes I wake up on my bullshit like, yo, fuck these niggas. Like,
nah, but I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yo, niggas be having the pressure of the world on his back, yo. And I was just like, yo, what you think I got all this pressure? I don't give a fuck about these niggas. Yo, we on the Olympic channel right now. On episode 4, they playing episode 4, son. So that means I've been missing it for weeks. So this is an old announcement. This is an announcement that I should have been making. You know what I mean? We so busy caught up with And1 and Netflix and promoting that and making sure people see that. But everybody, y'all could go to Olympics.com right now. First thing that's gonna pop up is 72, Gathering of Champions, where we took all of the athletes, the survivors of the 72 Olympic, the massacre, where the terrorists came and did something horrific to our world leaders in athletics. You know what I mean? And I got the opportunity to work on that project, man, and it's near and dear to me. And y'all can watch it now on Olympics.com, and you can cast it to your TV or something. Because I know I'm watching it on my phone, and I was just like, oh, look, they got all the episodes, man. Come on, man. We in the building, man. We in the building, and now we coastal on them. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's a great feeling, man. So, yeah, party people, thanks for rocking out with us, man. And thanks to K Briggs for showing up. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get up out of here. But before we get up out of here, we're gonna leave y'all rocking with the hey. Yo.
51 designs, save y'all, that's the plan. You don't believe me, get the motherfucking hands up. 51 designs, save y'all with the raps. You don't believe me, get the motherfucking hands up. 51 designs, save y'all, that's the plan. You don't believe me, get the motherfucking hands up. 51 designs, save y'all with the raps. You don't believe me, you don't believe me, watch. 51 designs, we in the build. 51 design. It's 50 for 50 for 50 for 50. 51 design.